Hello, it's the 4th of July, special day here in the United States, celebrating our freedom from those evil people in England. Well, back in the day. They're not so evil anymore. In fact, they're quite not so evil, period. So, anyway, we got our new, 4th of July tradition. We are going to bowl several games here at Grant Street Candlepins. And I'm going to go for 5 games, which it takes a while due to manually setting the pins, and I forgot to close the curtain in the back, so we're just going to let that live. Might be some mild distracting. Also, I finally did straighten the curve that's in the back of the pin plate, because the 7 and 10 pin would lean inward. The 10 still does a little bit. It's probably because when I re-leveled the thing after the first test, some of the underside of the pin plate was still stuck to the plywood, and maybe some of it's still there. So the 10 still ever so slightly leans, but the back is all perfectly flat now. There's no low spot between the 7 and 8 and between the 9 and 10. Whether everything stayed straight after the fact, I don't know. And I would have loved to have live streamed this, and yes, I did check for under advanced setting for orientation, which is gone. And YouTube is forcing you to do low IQ mode, in other words, vertical, and that's wrong. So it's recorded till YouTube decides to think that people with an IQ higher than 10 might want to do live streams. So that being said, here's the first game of 2024, and it was because I didn't have time to straighten out the pin plate. Now it's straightened out. Maybe we can do Thursdays at the Grant. Enough talk. Let's just throw the ball. Like right now. Still seems to have a divot, even though I measured it. It might be, like I said, because there's a spot that's high I can't do anything about. Anyway, second ball. And third ball. That ball almost dropped completely dead. And because I'm recording this, it doesn't mean I'm going to stop at every frame. There are people that like to watch the ever so popular GF2 pin setter, so that'll be a 9er, and that ball almost stopped dead on the plate. All right, you know what's next. Now it seems to be a little off to the left. Well, it's like a real bowling alley. May not be perfectly straight. Yeah, it's easier to do if obviously before the pins. Oh, now it seems to be leaning now. Oh well, it is what it is. And of course the pins are from Mason, so the lean you see there on the 9-pin, that's just a thing. And again. May not be perfectly visible, but the high scores are there. 119, 118, 115 respectively. Triples 321, 311, 299. Yeah, see, you can't exactly win it. Well, I did hit this one harder. Yeah, there's still a little bit of a roll there, but... And where's the third one? There it is. Oh, whatever. It ain't perfect. It's just regular plywood. It's straighter than what it was. We all know, you've seen the videos over the years that even at a regular bowling alley, the pin plates aren't straight. A lot of the time they lean forward, some of them lean to the side. Frame 3. A 10. Alright, 4th frame. Is fine. That's why it's rolling. This is lifting up again. And it might not be again. Alright. I'll show you the halftime and the full games. Here's halftime. Seven ain't heaven. Yeah, it's not sticking here. That's why things roll. It is what it is. So the pins are down on it. Well, it still rolls a little bit. Yeah, it's lifting up again. Halftime. 9, 9, 10, 9. That. We're at 44. Just because they're much closer doesn't mean it's easier. It helps. That's weird because I checked it with a straight edge. It was straight here. And I checked it here. It was straight here. Apparently, this might be there's a height difference between it being straight on this half and this half. There's no way to win, really. Perhaps it does need another shim over here. Yeah, one of those. Yeah, so if you've seen videos from Masons, they have crooked pins. The 5-pin leaning to the right. That's not the pin plate. Anyway, El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? Pretty lousy. 4, 6, so 4 went down. And it does lean forward slightly, but a lot of bowling alleys are like that. 8 is great. Oh, okay, there's the... I don't know why I put that. This pencil doesn't have an eraser either. Well, there is an eraser, but it's barely working. And in fact, not even enough to warrant using it. So that's a 7, I put an 8. Probably because I'm here looking and I didn't see the... I don't know. Frame. Yeah, I don't know why I put down 8. So I know that was a fill, frame for the fill. Alright, here we go. That had to have been just from vibration. It's allowed under Candlepin rules. Pin falls on a fair throw, it counts. That almost worked. Number 9. Seven, eight, heaven. Alrighty. First game. Yeah, that doesn't look good up there because I screwed up. 765. Then another one of them. 92. So game number 1 in the books. I think we can get 5 in 2 hours. So game number 2. There it is. Game 2. And away we go. Start with a spare. All right, spare to start with. some stones in the cement I never noticed. I step on something thinking another acorn from when chipmunks used to be able to get in here. El Stinko, the bonus ball. Let's see what we get. Eight is great. It's not perfect. Like I said, regular candlepin alleys, there's imperfections as well. 2 in a row. Alrighty. Once again, it's time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will it be? Quarter way to Worcester. Wow, that just plain stinks. Now you see up close what one of those looks like. Again, I'm not really sure how that pin's falling. Actually, come to think of it, I think it was the 3 that did that before. Again, maybe shock and vibration, and is acceptable if it's a fair ball. And we got 8. Oh, it's nice and solid. Plus, one of these caps is a little questionable. Heck, make them fall out of nowhere too. Alright, frame 4. Alright, another spare. Yeah, I think at least one of the end caps is a little, El Stinko, the bonus ball. I think I see a spider trying to weave a web right at the opening. El Stinko time. Now that one was actually hit and fell over. 8 again is great. All right. I have a feeling at least one number may be changing on that board. And I'll wait till the end to do the single. And if the triple happens to be, then we'll do it then and there. El Stinko, the bonus ball. Let's see what happens. Wait a minute before we do. Yeah, there was something there. All right, time for El Stinko. But before we do that, it's halftime. 8. Spare again, only first ball knocking down 8, then an 8. First ball only knocking out 1. The quarter Worcester there, then an 8 again. Then a spare with an 8 fill. We're at least 65. And now it'll be welcome to Masons. Be a 74. So I guess this is what on point on a short alley looks like. I have tried nails to hold the pin plate down. It doesn't work. So, you've seen me on point on a regular lane getting 130, 120s, 130s. Well, now we're seeing what it looks like on a 16-footer. Again, El Stinko. Let's see what this one is. And that's over the line. I know you can't see it on a regular bowling alley because we're close enough. 2 feet at the head pin center is a deadwood line. And if anything touches or goes past it, it's no good and has to be removed. 8 is great again. Imagine if I can get this kind of score on a regulation lane. So yeah, there's at least one number changing today. Alrighty. Once again, El Stinko, the bonus ball. As I said, 5 games or 2 hours. And if we hit the 2-hour mark during a game, we finish that game. El Stinko again. Well, I guess the mark streak had to end at some point. And a lousy 5. Oh yeah, numbers changing. We're at 107 and we're on the 8th frame. I was aiming for... I missed it even then, but I was aiming for that pin right there. Curse of the Fill. Oh yeah, 2 frames to get 2 to move into second place. No, to move into third. Oh well. Time to put up it, like I said, at least one new number, because now it is official. Even with that. Okay, what's got to settle down? There it is. Well, I was gifted a 9 there. So we got a new first place score. And like I said, when it comes to the single, we'll take care of it at the end. Yeah, that sides were steady. There's some burrs, but surprised how little it takes to make them that much more unstable. All right, final frame. Let's see what the top score winds up being. All right, that is definitely a high single. But will it last? We're going to find out. All right, game number 3. Once I show you the score to number 2. Oh yeah, the strike count is 3. The last 2 happened in the same game, but I think it was because the pin plate came up. And it's coming up again, but it is what it is. Spare again, first ball 8. Curse of the Fill. The 7, first ball knocked down 5. And 9 and a 10. We're at our high single is now at 1 Larry Bird. So that's a big jump from 119. Time for game number 3 for our triple. That 133 may move one of those. And like I said, the triple, because it happens once during the series, we'll switch that up when we're done. And I'll show it to you up close when we're all done all together. Game 3. SKRUD. Yeah, we can't count that because it hit the pin in the gutter, which is dead wood, which nullified the ball. That would be a 9er. Otherwise, it would have been okay. We got more leeway on this lane because it's a vertical drop. So even if the ball were heading into the gutter, which is practically impossible if the pins are set right on any bowling alley, it's almost impossible to knock down a pin with the ball going in the gutter on its own. But it got it aided from deadwood in the gutter, so that 10 is a 9. All right, frame number 2. Ooh, gifted. Time for El Stinko the bonus ball. What will this bonus be? Yikes. Lousy 3 fill. What's got to stop? Nine is fine. Eight is great. Nice thing is, even if I'm not perfectly on spot, if it's within a 1/4 inch or less, actually, then you're setting it better than a bowl more. So pretty much every frame that we've been shooting, the alignment is typically better than the average bowl more will give you. Gotta wait for that wood to stop moving. As if it becomes part of the game, it's no good. All right, now it's steady. Now it's fair play. Middle finger remaining for 9. Halftime report. Nine spare, 9 first ball, knocking down the 3. 8 and 9, we're at 48. Tens help. That rolled all the way to the door here. Alrighty, frame 7. And another 8. Alright, frame 8. Nines are a little better. I forgot to shut the curtain. No big deal. Frame 9. Hey, there he is. We're waiting for Bob Cleary to show us how he's going to ruin everything. Another 8. Alright, last frame. Now we'll see what the triple is. Might not be enough to move anything. Especially when that happens. They say less into more, but here I don't think that works. 7-8 heaven. Oh, not even close. Did I get that right? 5, 9, 18. Yeah, it isn't even close. Damn, that is so bad. Oh well. 7. I'll show you in a moment. That cannot be right. 5. 18. 18. Yeah, I thought that wasn't right. Yeah, we do have some movement up there. Anyway, let's take a look. 10, 987, 90, 92, and 133, 90 comes out to 315. Somehow I got 215. That's because I guess when I counted 18, adding the 2 9s first and then adding the 3, I just went with the 18 and not the 21. So yeah, 315, so that moves. And because that's a solid number, we're going to take care of that now. And I didn't bring a rag with liquid on it. It's just not coming off. It's sat for so long. Oh, got those peel Velcro strips on that, so I could always pull that off, wash the thing, put everything back up. Anyway, again, the strike count is 3. High single 119.82 is the low. This is actually a template from my driveway bowling at work. I just put the Grant Street Candlepins logo on. Didn't change the number of the driveway bowling. But then again, that's in flux, so the next time I print it, change it, and then it'll change again anyway. All right, so we did get a new single and a second best triple. May not be terribly hot, but it's humid as hell. All right, game number 4. As you may have seen in the pin cams and Watch Me Suck at Bowling, the balls fray the curtains, and every now and then I'm picking up string from that. Alrighty. El Stinko, the bonus ball. Can we have a good first ball this time? Oh. Haven't had a good first ball in a while. That's a 3. Well, with that wood, maybe the less into more thing might work here. But the action's so dead, it's probably better to go for more into less. But well, if the action wasn't super dead, that might have done something. Well, at least we got a 9 out of it. Alrighty, frame 3. I whipped that one. Not that makes a world of difference, but it's enough. Time for another El Stinko, the bonus ball. Let's see what this one gets us. Worse shot, but a better result. 7. All right, a 10. All right, the halftime point. Alrighty. Halftime. Spare, 9. First ball knocking down 5, leaving an awful leave, though. Then a spare and a 10. First one knocking down 7. And another 10 for 61. Niner. Frame 7. I'm going to go for broke on this one. Well, better than what it could have been if I didn't. Frame 8. All right. El Stinko the bonus ball. See what we get here. Four, six. 6 standing, that meant 4 fell. Just enough of a tap. All right, at least a spare and a good fill. We could probably topple another single up there. No, we may not be able to. 133 is the new high, so I don't know. It's going to be very difficult. Alrighty. A spare and a good fill. It's possible, because now 118 is the last place. 115 is gone. And I straighten out as best as I can. It's not perfect. Alright, I was actually going for that wood, which hopefully would have hit that and then caused that to hit that. And 10. Alright, and when we're done the last game, stay tuned because TNC Bank and Trust will pay us 50 cents if we can do the high-low mega jackpot. Alrighty. Final game. Which means that we will update the board and then the high-low mega jackpot. It has been done once before, so we know it's possible. Let's end on a decent note. Ten's a decent start. Second frame. And a niner. Third frame. I think something touched it, but then again, as I said, fair ball, pin just falls over, it still counts. Usually when I review the videos, there's something actually does touch them. Not always. El Stinko, the bonus ball. All right, can we get another halfway decent one? They're rare. Well, the fill's okay, but the leave, no. There's 6 fill and the double pinochle. And this wood's roadblock. Let's see if it takes anything. Well, the ball took out the 7 pin, so the wood would have taken out the 8. Frame number 4. 5. All right, this is the halftime frame. I was hoping that it would fling the wood into the other two. And a 10. Alrighty. 10-9 spare. 10, first ball knocking down 6. A 10 for 55. Yep, not enough time for a bonus 6th game in spite of how quick game 2 was because of all the spares. So remember, after this half, I'm gonna update the single board, show it to you, and then it's time for the high-low mega jackpot. We got the second half to take care of, though. Alrighty. Time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. We're looking for good, both the number for the fill and the leave. Bob Cleary says, I'm not going to have any of that. And the 5 fill is okay. Eight is great. All right, 3 to go. Wait for that to stop, because if it's, as I've said, if it's going to be part of something, it has to stop to be valid. Another moment we can spell out SKRUD. And I think we're just going to be moving one single today. Frame 9. Smells smoke. Guess somebody's having a barbecue. Yeah, you can smell it more at the back door, which is slightly open. Yikes. Yeah, this one we're going to have to whip once everything settles down. Yeah, didn't quite whip. Alright, a 2 will get us 3 digits. Alrighty. Last frame. Oh yeah, I can definitely smell the smoke now. It's definitely barbecue. Well, I'm gonna have to try hitting the one closest there. Oh! Best we can do is a 9. 9 is what we get. Alright, so the 133 is the best there. Before we get to the big contest, I said we're going to show this to you up close. Here we are. The single now is 133, 119, 118. The triple, 321, 315, and 311. And this and the open door is where the smoke smell's coming from. Anyway, still in the box. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I got a box of pins. I like to try to mix them up and put, a couple of different ones in the mix. And there's number 3. Alrighty. Alright, so now we're set up appropriately. It's time for high, low, mega jackpot. Ooh. Once I show you, I think you can still see it. 8, 10, 10, 9, 107. All right, it's the high-low mega jackpot. 1 ball, 3 pins. If we can do it, TNC Bank and Trust in Fitchburg will pay us 50 cents. Can we do it? Let's find out. It's 4th of July, fireworks. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Well, the answer is no. But that's okay. You got a new high single. It's there. The one Larry Bird. And the triple, which added up to 315. And that is what we have. Just under the 2-hour mark. Grant Street Candlepins. Leominster, Massachusetts. Georgia 551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.